This is ESBR Boxing. Delighted to be joined by the operator, Owen O'Neill. Owen, back in Belfast, first time fighting in the SSE. I've heard you say there in the press conference, it's about time, 14 fights or whatever, but you're finally here.
Yeah, mate, it's a dream come true. I've been to all the big fights in the Odyssey. I've been to see them all, from Martin Logan, the Mick Conlon, the Big Potty, Ryan Burnett. So it's about time I got a shot myself. But I've had a great camp for it. It's a great fight for me, Dylan Moran. It's my hardest fight to date. So I've put everything into the camp. So I'm expecting a big performance from myself.
Very respectful there between you and Dylan Moran. Sometimes that's nice to see as well. Don't always need the animosity and whatever, but I'm sure you know who. I know a lot about him. He's coming off a loss, obviously, to Florian Marcoux last time out. Yourself, obviously, you've changed up the training team in the last year or so as well. What are you expecting on Saturday? What improvements can we see as fans from Owen O'Neill from the last time we saw you?
Well, I've had a great camp. I've been fighting Moran for. I knew it was about 11 weeks ago. So I've been training for Moran for 11 weeks. That's southpaw style. Obviously southpaw and stuff. And then my last sparring, I went to England to spar Harry Turner and stuff. So I've had great sparring. So I've left no stone unturned. I know everyone says that, but I really have given it everything. So yeah, I'm just expecting a really good performance from myself. You know what I mean?
I remember you coming out of the ring in your last fight, and the fella you were fighting, it wasn't exactly, it was a bit of a strange fight for you. I'm sure you've never had to fight anyone like that. And I remember you saying something like, fuck that, I don't want to fight anyone like that anymore. But you are, you've got the good opponent. This is the opponent you've been looking for. Dylan Moran, he is a big name in Irish boxing. So yeah, was there any doubt at all in you wanting to take this fight, or is it just like, it's my time to step up now?
No, 100%. It just, obviously, like I said, when I got offered it, SSE, Dylan Moran, he's a big name. He's fought Marcoux, he's McGregor's mate, he's like a big following on Instagram and stuff like that, so he's a big profile, and if I get the win, my profile will shoot on, and that's what I want to do. I want to push on, you know what I mean?
I mentioned there's been a bit of a change in training. What's that transition been like for you? You enjoying it now?
Yeah, back with Dan. I started with Dan, and I'm back with him. Dan's a very good friend of mine, has been for years. So now to have your coach and a friend, he busts my balls, so he does. But it's good to have, and we've had a great camp. That's what I'm saying. We went to England and stuff, and we've sparred Harry Turner. He's a cracker, southpaw, just like Moran. So, and it's all thanks to Dan for sorting all that out for me too. You know what I mean? So, just a great camp. You know what I mean?
I have to mention, as Jamie said about the weight loss, obviously there's stuff going on outside of the ring and all as well, but just do you feel like in yourself throughout this camp this is the best you've felt, and it'll show on the night?
Yeah, it'll be the best shape I've been in, and I'm expecting it to show on the night, and I think I will, because like I said, I've left no stone unturned for this.
Just away from this fight, I'll come back to you at the end, Owen, but I just want to ask you kind of just a couple of general boxing questions. We've got a fight, another big fight, not quite as big as the SSE, but Terence Crawford, a former obviously welterweight where you're campaigning, he's moving up to 54 pounds, fighting Madrimov. Do you see him winning that fight? And if so, people kind of have him in the conversation with Inoue and Usyk as the three best pound for pound. Do you think it could be the best of the lot?
I think so, don't know, I think so. I've actually been watching a lot of his videos on YouTube, the training videos now. It's just a dog, and he's unreal. He can box any way possible. You know what I mean? He has it all, and he can bang like mad. So he is an operator. But I expect him to come out the winner, definitely.
Absolutely, and then obviously a good friend of yours, Paddy McCrory, as well. He was last seen in action fighting Edgar Berlanga. Berlanga now, of course, has got the Canelo fight. I always used to wind up Paddy saying that he was going to get Canelo. Paddy said Canelo, he's Irish anyway. He's ginger, he's bound to be Irish. But yeah, that fight's going down now as well. Do you think, you obviously very close to Paddy, is it a thing when he saw that fight getting announced? Is it kind of like I was one fight away from the Canelo fight? Or what way do you think he's looking at it and you're looking at it?
Flip, of course, you would think that, wouldn't he? That's Paddy was at the top, the pinnacle of boxing now, like, you know what I mean? Fighting in America, fighting Berlanga, and now Berlanga's fighting Canal, like, that's stuff of dreams, and you'd only be proud of him, like, but even to stick his name in the mix for Canal, that's mad, isn't it? Like, even talking about that, like, if he beat Berlanga, he'd be fighting Canal, it's just crazy, but hopefully Paddy comes back, you know what I mean? So,
I definitely want to see him back in the ring. Back to yourself. Owen, why should everyone tune into the Zone who haven't seen you before? Probably going to be a lot of eyes that you know, as I said, who have never watched. A lot of the fighters on the card that will be tuning into this, just because the boxing will be on the Saturday night on the Zone. Why should they tune into your fight, and what can they expect?
yeah, they can expect a great fight. I'm a come forward fighter. I'm not sure if Moran is he's come to fight. Hopefully he does come to fight, and if he does, it's going to be a cracker, and we'll meet in the centre of the ring and go for it. And I truly believe that I'll come out on top 100%.
Stoppage, points, what way are you going to beat him?
As long as it's a win, that don't mind.
Brilliant. Well, Owen, thanks very much for talking to ESBR. Top man.